Mic check 1 2 1 2. We're in the building.
What's up?
Bro.
You 5 minutes late, bro.
I said 8:05, bro.
Oh, did you put 8:05 on there?
Yeah, right now because I was late, I put it at 8:05.
Oh shit.
I can admit when I'm wrong.
How was your day today, man?
Uneventful. Nah, that was pretty good. How about yours, man?
My day was great. I was just watching the Democratic convention.
You really watched that?
You gotta be up on current events, bro. You don't give a shit who's running.
Hey, man, come on, bro.
You don't care who's our president?
Hell no. They're all cooking anyways.
He just want to live in a fucked up country.
So this is the thing. When you want to start, if we're gonna start off with that, we're gonna be all bad. We're gonna end up like ending this real quick.
Let's do it then.
Okay, let's do it then.
We ain't got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah, I don't.
If we don't get too political, if we don't start cussing.
So, okay, so you just finished saying that your day was good and you finished watching the Democratic Party and you're saying that I need to be up on my current events? What do you mean?
No, I said you have to be up on current events. Aren't you worried about who's going to run this country?
I've been worried about who's going to run this country for years, bro. What are you talking about? You're barely worried about it now?
I've always been worried about it, but I'm more worried about it now than I've ever been.
So there's a theory.
Except for 8 years ago.
Okay, so there's a theory that what happens is that anytime every president comes in and they change laws and stuff like that, it actually affects the people 4 years later. Now, if you turn around and look at actually how it's changed, I mean, I'm no politician or anything like that, but it's changed for the worse. Everything's shot through the fucking roof. You know what I'm saying? And that was obviously under the Trump administration, because the effects of what happens, it takes 4 years. So now when we had Obama in office, and who cares of who appreciates or doesn't, it's not a popularity contest. I'm more looking along the lines of like how it was actually ran. Now you can say his policies and who he got rid of or whatever, whatnot. But I mean, after that first 4 years, you actually started seeing the effects of the economy, how people were fucking making money. People were, benefits. One of the biggest things that I look at is veteran benefits. How veterans benefits have just shot up during that time. And then the other 8 years, it was cool. So then when, Trump came into the whole play and whatever, whatnot, when he inherited something that was actually going on the rise, it just completely flipped, in my opinion. Now, I don't have the analytics or whatever or not, but it's just a person that lives paycheck to paycheck, just like everybody else. I'm assuming in this area, everybody's seen the fucking ups and downs of it. Now we're seeing the downfall of what Trump and his administration had did. You know what I mean? We're seeing it now. So now I really don't like the Sleepy Joe thing and calamari, whatever her name is. Like, respectfully. And I don't care if it's a male, female, it has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? I don't see I see it kind of steady, but I don't see it actually changing. A lot of the housing market, which is pushing everything up in prices, the housing market went up for the simple fact that during the COVID thing, that was what fucking Trump and his administration did. So in turn, it turns up PG&E, or gas, electric, wherever you guys are at, that turns that up. So then it basically is putting all the, because people have to live. So people have to go to the economy rising and stuff like that. And then basically one of the biggest scams I think there was putting the minimum wage to, was it $20 an hour now? Or $16 an hour, whatever on that? What's messed up?
Some 20.
Some 20, right? But see, what the messed up effect of that is that they put you in a different tax bracket. The tax brackets don't change. So when the tax brackets don't change, and you're getting minimum wage middle class America was making maybe 18 to 19, $22 an hour, right? So now the lower class is actually making that. They get taxed just like the middle class, and the middle class is getting taxed like crazy because they put it in a different tax bracket, so your taxes go up. So basically, if you're making $18, $19 an hour, you're only making like $15 an hour because you're in a different tax bracket. They don't do an adjustment for it, and they never have. So basically, if me looking at the whole situation, I think Trump's and their party, and I'm not saying him in particular because I like him or I don't like him. It's not a popularity contest. The way that they're actually going about it is damaging the economy. So whether who's party and stuff like that, I don't like either of them, to be honest with you. Either way, one way or another, we're gonna get screwed one way or another. So So it's not that I don't keep up with it. It's just it's a lot of fucking bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit, smoke and mirrors, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean?
People need to be concerned about it because it's a person. It's going to be the most powerful person in the world, and if he or she can't run this country, then what the fuck is he going to do? We're going to be the weakling of the world, and people just going to laugh at us.
So either way, if you really look at it, if these are the only two people in this whole country that can quote unquote turn it around, you're telling me Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are the only two people in this on our country that can change it?
They're the ones with the most money, Lo. That's basically what it boils down to. You can't be no scrub and win a campaign with $1 million, bro. You gotta have hundreds of millions of dollars to do that. You got to buy people. And then you heard it with Kennedy, just little young Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy's boy. He said, I'll endorse you, but I need to be in your cabinet if you win. What kind of shit is that?
See, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always been done that way, but it's just as bad now.
Me personally, like, you think about it like this, man. It's like a well-ran football team. That's what it is. You know what I mean? If you're talking business, whatever, not making deals and stuff like that, the one thing that Trump is good at is that he knows how to make a fucking deal. I'll give him that. Even if he's in debt or whatever or not. He does that. That's what he does. But I don't think it's even him. I think it's the lawyers that are around him, bouncing around this tax code that is crazy. Tax code is basically written in Latin, so it's hard for people to actually understand it, how it's written. And a lot of people's reading vocabulary ain't at a certain level. So he just has the right people and hire the right people around him to actually make him, who he is. You know what I mean? Kamala, I think, kind of she just fell into it. She really, just because she's a vice president, that's the only person that they really want to endorse. But see, the thing is, though, when you turn around and only have these certain two people, there's certain people behind them with certain agendas and certain things that they don't care. Do you know, like, how bad our medical system is right now, bro? You being with the situation that you're going through and stuff like that, you know how bad it is. Yeah. So, but see, that's the thing that's been happening since the 70s, bro. Then they turn around and they try to fix it. Clinton tried to fix it. Then Obama tried to fix it. And then they turn around and just shit on them and just pump like so much fear into it, bro. Like it's not healthy. Nobody's getting the help that they need. So for example, the insurance company is a third party. What they're doing is they're asking money from the government, which we pay in taxes. We as taxpayers, have to pay taxes. Okay, us as taxpayers pay the government. The government turns around and helps the insurance companies right now. But then the insurance companies are saying, hey, wait a minute, we got this, that, and the third. Even though we're getting help, we need more money. Okay, so then we're going to start private insurance. So what happens is they're basically a third party that keeps on getting money. And then they tax us, and then we get taxed on it. Then we get taxed if we don't have it. It's a cold game, bro. It's a very, very cold game. But I mean, It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. There's got to be, like, I don't say a complete reset, but when this is my thing, when convicted felons of doing all kinds of craziness and doing all wild stuff, tax evasion, whatever, murders and all this stuff, all these people are turning around and getting food, daily, lights, TVs, cable, you know what I mean, the best medical help that they can possibly get. Well, I'm not saying the best, but they get medical, all that stuff. We're paying for all that while people are homeless on the street. People that work their whole freaking lives are turning around and having to eat cat food, living in senior homes, paying $2,000 a month in rent, and they can't even make it. And it's only getting higher for people that are on fixed incomes, bro. What type of shit is that? It makes no sense. There's a lot of things that don't make no sense, bro. But I don't know. I mean, I'm up to
that's for another day, maybe private.
Yeah, bro.
Let's go. Let's talk about tomorrow for the game.
Started me on this shit, Gravy. Goddamn it, I would be pissed off thinking about this shit.
But I didn't think you was gonna go all off. But you said just for a quick minute, and you went off, bro. That's how you feel. That's good. I appreciate that.
But see, the thing is, though, like, you know, it's crazy because, you know, you basically asked how my day was going, and then you talking about politics, bro. Like, I was literally talking today, like, I hate talking politics because no matter what, you're gonna look like you're choosing the side. They're making you choose a side, bro. Like, that's why I love doing podcasts, bro. This is why I love doing podcasts. Yeah, but see, the thing is, I don't believe either of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe ESPN. I don't believe fucking what NFL Network and Like, that's why I love this shit, right? Because all of us are Raider fans and we're looking in one direction. We all want to fucking win. We all fucking come together, no bullshit. You know what I mean? Some people get like little fucking, I don't know how you say it, you know, getting their feelings or whatever, whatnot, man. When it comes to the Shield, all of us sport it. We all want to go a certain direction and we just all want to win. That's what kind of the way I see it. You know what I mean? But see, when it comes to politics and stuff like that, everybody wants to win it in a different way, bro. Like, it's just dumb to me, bro. So that's why I love doing this shit. If I was going to do politics, bro, like, people would hate me. I'd be canceled. I'd probably be on my 8th fucking YouTube channel.
How's Junkie said, low went on Gravy's rant. I was gonna rant, and you took it over. Said, "Fuck
yeah." Let me get to the chat, man. There's not a lot of people in.
Anyways, I'm glad your day was good, bro.
It was good until right now. No, I'm fucking with you. What up, everybody? Welcome to RaiderNationLive. I'm your host, Low. We got Coach Gravy. Ready to get 420 should be pulling up. Did Gabe go already? Did Gabe go to? Did he take off or no?
He said he was missing Sunday. He said he'll be here today. Maybe he just run a little bit. Maybe
run a little bit late, man. But yeah, like we tell you guys around these parts, we went on a little. Well, Gravy basically was saying that he was watching.
You on a little rant.
You know, man. You know how you get.
I just went like this. What the hell is Low talking about? What Low talking about? All right.
This is classic Gravy. Gravy's like, hey, man, what you think about this? And then, well, I think about this. Why don't you? And I'm like, all right, so this is what I tell you. And then this is what Gravy does all the time to me, just as a normal conversation. Even today when he called me.
That was a good conversation, bro.
It was a good conversation. But anyways.
What did I do bad then? What did I do bad on that conversation?
You don't do nothing bad, Gravy.
Enlighten me.
You don't do nothing bad, Gravy, but you just know how to, like, poke motherfuckers.
I gotta get you wild up to motivate you and to make your day even better, bro. Make you think. Everything ain't hunky dory in the world today, bro. I gotta put some, make your brain optimize a little bit. See, that's what I gotta do.
You gotta make
my job.
It's your job.
That's what I gotta do.
Which side of which side are you on? Or the red one or the blue one? Well, which one?
Because I don't get mad. I don't get mad about shit.
Oh, you bullshit. Know that. Bullshit.
There's certain things I get mad about, like physical shit, but Raiders piss me off a little bit. But but everything else, dude, whatever you say to me, I ain't gonna get mad about it. You know, you know me, Low. You know me, bro. I'm a loyal dude. And if you talk about certain people, I'm gonna go my way.
Yeah, that is real.
I'm a loyal dude, so.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that you are a loyal person, but you pissed me off.
So you got something with Low, you gave, and you got something with me too.
Yep.
And maybe if I am on a wheelchair, see.
And Boom.
Whoever don't like me, you see me at the game and push me over inside that lake and shit. Watch.
You're gonna look like a gangster. Hey, oh shit! If you're gonna be on the wheelchair, bro, we're gonna make you fucking the Raider X, bro, like Professor X.
You better catch me, bro. They call me Raider Wheelchair. Raider Wheelchair.
That's gonna be your fucking character, bro. No, not Raider Wheelchair. You're gonna be Raider X, like instead of Professor X from Marvel. You already got the ball.
I have a big old thing on my head, like, and then Josh could kick it with me, you know, whatever his costume is, and all the and Mr. White Jedi, whatever his name is, Go Jedi.
Go Jedi.
That homeboy.
Go Power Raider. Anyways, let's get to the chat, man. Like we say around these parts, man. Before Gravy got me started, hey, I don't vote, bro, but you guys go out there and vote, and then you know what I'm saying. Apparently, it makes the difference, but I'm just not gonna say that. We're just not talking politics no more. Anyways, but yeah, you guys go out there and vote. Be thankful for what you do, got what you don't, and don't drink and drive, man. We can get into it. Terrence, what up? What up? First person in the building. Salute, Low Gravy. And the chat, everybody hit that like button. Let's go. Oh, snap. How you doing there, Miss Gravy?
Oh, that's Miss Gravy's in the house?
Miss Gravy's in the house. Oh, snap.
About time she woke up. She been asleep all damn day. I've been doing all the work around here. So we got to make money.
SoCal Sal, what up? House Junkies, what up? What up? Salute you, man. Hopefully you guys having a good one. Free thinkers in the building. What up? What up? John Johnson, you guys, I said stuff to you. Yeah, I seen that, brother. Low run for president. I said, bro, hell no. I got too many felonies, bro, or possible felonies. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, shout out.
He'll be just like the Trump dude, got 91 felonies.
You know, he has more felonies than I do. I got all mine beat. I beat all mine, but
I don't know if he has as much as me, bro.
I wish there were party titles and top 10 candidates able to debate real shit. Yeah, for sure. Forrest, what up, man? Thank you for pulling up, man. Ernest, what up, bro? Says right here, says just got done with Bible study. I'm here now. What's up, Raider family? What's up, bro? John B. Battle 559. What up? John 7th in studios. What up? Everybody can enjoy the replay. Gravy set you up. Like, yeah, he does. He knows how to do it. Raider X, yeah, for real. Green Bud wheelchair rides. There you go. Gravy going to be doing Oakland side shows in a wheelchair. Fucking my.
You know it.
Gravy, I don't want
one-wheeling. I'll be one-wheeling right there. Three-wheel motion. Two-wheel motion. Two-wheel motion. Three. That's three.
Stupid. Salute, Low and Gravy. Question: do you guys think we signed Adoree Jackson after the last preseason? That is a good question, Santi. I'll bring it up, bro. And Forrest, Max for president 2024. Write it in. Shout out, fucking Forrest, bro. Shout out Max Crosby. Today is the 27th birthday, 26th. I think it's 27th birthday. Shout out Max Crosby. I know you don't watch the show, but if you do, man, happy birthday and appreciate you. You've given us some hope on the defensive side of the ball. Actually, a lot of hope, and hopefully we get many more years out of you, brother. Appreciate you.
Adoree Jackson.
Adoree Jackson. It's Adoree. It's Adoree. No.
I don't know if why would we need Adoree Jackson to start for who? Who don't you trust out there for? Is it JB? JB's getting better. JB putting in that good work.
Yeah, he is, but I mean, veterans presence, bro. I think
Adoree Jackson has veteran presence though. That it needs somebody
over second year JB. Yeah. What are you talking about?
But I don't think Adoree Jackson will benefit JB more than his own guy would. Adoree Jackson's not even better than Jack Jones.
Well, I mean, he's like a step down from Jack Jones, but
wasted.
So, I mean, look, if we're gonna spend some money and whatever, whatnot, bro. If we're gonna spend some money, bro, I think we should re-sign a few players, to where we can, readjust some things. You know what I mean? Like, say maybe give, because I mean, what's the name is gonna be playing good this year, but as long as he stays healthy, I think they don't really want to give a lot of money up to any of these guys. But if they give like fucking, what's the name, like maybe a 2-year deal, Jesus Christ, Malcolm Kuntz, see if they want to give fucking, Epps another year. Epps is kind of like the guy on the back burner a little bit. I'm not really sure because Palomao is coming into his own.
Well, Palomar got named behind Hobbs today.
Hobbs, yeah, that's gonna be a big one, bro. That's gonna be a big one. So
that lifts you up, Christopher Smith, and then Trey.
Yeah.
Or what that guy from the Air Force? Them guys are gonna
shout out. So what up, bro?
Yeah, them guys are gonna be the ones to take over the reins for Epps or Morey gets hurt.
Yeah, no, but Soul's right too. Like any kind of depth at secondary, I'm with it, bro. I mean, our secondary is pretty young. Just per se, later on in the season, you know what I mean? Those young legs are going to be good, but then we're also going to need depth. You know what I mean? I know Sam Webb's still on the team. He made a play the other day and stuff like that, but he's fell so far down the list that like I don't even see him on the depth chart, to be honest with you. But
you can consider Faison gone, bro. I don't know why we keep that dude around.
Yeah,
he was a good corner.
Rick, what up?
Back in the day, but Faison pretty much going to be out. But I hope he is, because he's just hanging on to these dudes again like the other regime did that don't do shit. But
yeah. Paul, what up, Paul? What up? Shout out to
Jonathan. Paul, what's up, man?
Rick Diaz, what up, man? Hopefully you're having a good
there
one.
He is. Took your soul. I was asking about Soul today.
Yeah, so yeah, Gravy was asking about that. Please stop with the Tannehill talk. He was done 2 years ago. Thank you. I heard something about Tannehill. I heard something today, and we'll bring it up, man. I don't know how true this is, but this is gonna be something like I was getting my haircut today, and shout out my nephew, man, Biggie and shit. That him and his crew over there at Ace of Fades, man. They like love going around those guys, man. Dope ass people, good vibes and shit like that. But one of these guys, one of the barbers, actually the owner, I think it was Robert. I think. Anyways, he was basically stating that there's a guy that's on Twitter that's pretty fucking, well in depth, whatever, whatnot, and they're saying that CeeDee Lamb is holding out, and they're looking at the Raiders. Apparently, they've been in talk, whatever, whatnot. CeeDee Lamb's supposed to be coming over. I know that's kind of a far-fetched thing. I don't know if that's really true or anything like that. That's really the only thing I've really heard and read about anybody big coming over, any kind of big thing. But I don't see us using that if we're going to have $40 million in DA, because DA ain't going nowhere. I think he'll restructure. And I know I have a strong feeling DA, regardless of what happens this year, he's going to restructure anyways.
You ain't got the quarterback.
We ain't got the quarterback for that. That's exactly what I said too. We ain't got the quarterback for that shit. So I'm kind of like, I'm not really worried about that. But that's something that I just heard and shit like that. But as far as Tannehill's concerned, bro, anything like that, nah, I'm good. A lot of these guys can restructure and stuff like that. If Max Crosby is going to be here for a long time, he can restructure. We still don't know if Wilkins is really going to develop into the player that we're going to see. I'm not saying that he can't, but
he better, bro. He getting $115 million. He better do something.
Yeah.
He better do
something. For the grab, Trevi. Kev, what up?
All right, so yeah.
But no, what I'm saying is, like, if we're looking at like some people that say, yeah, we do Minshew. See, that's kind of a sensitive subject right now because like Minshew is, I don't know, bro. It's I'm not gonna Raider Paul, that post was fake. Yeah. Dak Prescott, we're not doing Dak.
I'm with Minshew. Getting all the stats now, full blown starter. I'm with you. You're gonna see a different dude.
I think so too.
Now.
That's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean?
And you ain't got no choice. You're either gonna talk shit, and you're either gonna say, I told you so, and try to look right. But dude, you knew from the get-go, that this dude didn't have the advantage from the get-go. Everybody wanted AOC to start.
Yeah, we had 60% out of I think it was 102 votes.
It's more probably in other people's mind. They're probably pissed off. Minshew started, we lost, fucking 6 wins, 7 wins. How could you determine that? So a second-year guy, that really you're gonna find out later if you could trust or not. And what are you gonna say about him after 4 games when we're 1-3?
Cool.
You're not gonna say we'll throw in Minshew. But if Minshew fucks up one time in game one, you're gonna be hollering out this guy's name.
Thank you. What's up? No, see, okay, we've done that in the past. You know what I mean? I will give a lot of it to last year with Aiden O'Connell. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand. See, this is where Gravy's kind of right at times. Gravy made me look at O'Connell like, who in the fuck is O'Connell? Then when he came to us, whatever, whatnot, he said he can really, really spin the ball. So, and it's true. Everybody agrees that fucking, AO can spin the ball. But he's not mobile. Offensive line's kind of shaky. Gardner Minshew is a fucking veteran, whatever, whatnot. But at the same time, Gardner's never had the reins given to him. Here you go. This is what it is. You know what I mean? Last year, we wanted the change because we had fucking Brian Hoyer and Jimmy Garoppolo. The only thing that we had a little bit of light and hope was Aiden O'Connell. But our offensive line was doing actually pretty well. If you really, really go back and look at the numbers, you know what I mean? They held the defensive line, 4 to 5 seconds, which is more than enough time, sometimes 6 seconds. Aiden O'Connell just couldn't make certain plays happen and do certain things. So moving forward with that, we got to kind of just give this guy the fucking reins. Well, not give this guy. This guy actually has the reins just to get into what he needs to get into. So for me, I'm kind of like, man, fuck it. Just let him do his thing. Let him cook. Let him, get into his comfortability and stuff like that. What was the shout out Sean Johnson. There's a stat that's going around right now that has been around. It's not really a big stat, but it's the truth. Where he had almost the same amount of games. I'll pull it up right now. Hold on, quick. Give me a quick second, guys.
What up, Leo?
What up, Leo? Hopefully, having a good one, brother.
Sacramento. That's a great question. He played 1 year with the Jaguars. I don't know if he was successful by average, but then the next year they got what's his name? Trevor Lawrence. They sucked it up. They get the number 1 pick. Tell you that. And then that's when Jacksonville wasn't that good, bro. Jacksonville was terrible.
Yeah, so I think I brought this up. Leo, what's up, man? Salute you guys, man. I'm a little bit behind, man. I'm sorry. Cons, what up, bro? Hopefully having a good one. John B, they named Minshew quarterback 1, so we got to back him up. He's going to ball out regardless. Don't come. Michael, what up? What up, Mike G? Man, I've been fucking missing. Been playing Call of Duty with my boys.
What up, Mike G?
Yeah. Shout out Hit Stick.
No Bayless tonight. No Gravy Bayless.
So Gardner Minshew's 2 seasons as a starter, 59 touchdown passes, 24 interceptions, 90.2 QBR, 49 games. Trevor Lawrence as a starter in the same defense or same fucking team, Jaguars, right? 58 touchdown passes, 39 interceptions, 85 passer rating, and 50 games. That's one more game extra. Now, even though, Trevor Lawrence started a lot, but then he got injured, whatever or not, they brought back whoever. He was supposed to be the savior, and like Gravy stated, at that moment in time, you know what I mean? The Jacksonville Jaguars, all they had was the running game. You know what I mean? So he made a couple players look good. Didn't he make fucking a couple receivers look good out there? What's that? Well, there was a couple skinny guys out there, the real small guys.
I don't remember who he
I'm in the clouds of smoke, total devastation for Minshew Mania. Hell yeah. Gravy Hondo.
Bayless, it hurts me more, but I don't believe Hondo for nothing. I don't believe Hondo at all for anything anymore. He's too good at shoes, and he doesn't want to hurt any feelings. He doesn't want to hurt any feelings out there. So. Yeah.
Cuzzo, Jimmy, what up? 2 times. Jimmy 2 times right there. It says better numbers than Trevor Lawrence. Just got paid $250 million. Gardner Minshew did that in 2 seasons. Oh, that's 2 seasons. Oh, shit. Okay. So the 2 seasons that he was a starter in Jacksonville, those are the numbers. But this is the thing, though. He, like you said, Gravy, he had no defense. But then didn't Trevor Lawrence go to the playoffs or got close to it? He hasn't been to the playoffs, has he?
I don't think that the year he got drafted. Because he was with Trevor Lawrence came with Urban Meyer, and Urban Meyer fucked that team all up.
Oh yeah.
Now they got a good coach, a good offensive mind coach, and he's doing better. He's not to their standings up there, or anybody that thinks he was supposed to be the new Peyton Manning of the prince of football coming out, bro, from Clemson. He was supposed to be this all hell mighty Peyton Manning type guy, but he hasn't done that yet. He's still a young player. You never know how it'd be like for a different team. I think that they paid him already, but once this contract is done, I think he's gonna go somewhere else and blossom into a better football player.
Yeah. But yeah,
might be the Raiders. Never know.
Nah, I don't know, man.
That's a long ways from now. He got $250 million for a lot of years, bro. He's gonna be there at least 6 something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's not. I think they give him a big ass contract, bro. No one's gonna pick up.
But
they're
putting a good team around him now. He has a good coach. He never had that.
Good defense too, yeah. So,
and then he has a good running back. ATN is a badass running back.
Mm-hmm.
So they're starting out cool. They have their Zay Jones and they got rid of what's his name, but receivers were going to that team just for him. But I guess it didn't pan out. But yeah, I like his game. I like his game though. He's a tough kid. I like his game. Very mobile. Very mobile.
I wanted him when he was coming out of but I forgot there was another quarterback that was coming out the same time he was, and yeah, I can't think of who it is right now, but when he was supposed to be the number 1 draft pick, I knew that we weren't going to go for him and stuff like that, but but regardless, here or there, bro, I mean, it really doesn't matter. I mean, fuck Trevor Lawrence, bro, because we played him this year. I hope he shits the bed, to be honest with you. I hope he does, and we fucking go to a team that's fucking horrible, and we just do our thing, man. I'm not necessarily worried about anything no more, bro. Like, I'm just like, all right, we set up who we got. I'm rolling with it. I'm a little. It's weird that I feel like I'm kind of like, damn. Why did I feel like Jimmy was gonna do a little something a little bit better? But
Me too, Lo.
Yeah, I really did. But when you really boil down to it, I think this guy's gonna be a scrapper. I'm not thinking. I know he is. If he can just hand the ball off, good play call, some good play action, scramble if he needs to, put the ball where it needs to be and not where, I'm not trying to play like, I wouldn't say hero ball, but, you said we're going to have a winning fucking season with him because you thought we were going to have a losing season with AOC.
Yes.
Okay. So if that's the case, then let's go through the first 4 games. First 4 games, we'll pick who's going to win, and then we'll just continue to go from there. You know what I mean? So the first 4 games,
as of right now,
the way we have it, no addition, no nothing, no Adore Jackson, no, linebackers. The team that we got right now, JB starting, if Nate Hobbs is starting, whatever or not. Yeah. So as of right now, first games first. I'm thinking we're going to start off with the win. I'm gonna go 1-0. What are you talking?
No matter who the quarterback was, we would have won that game.
1-0. Okay, so there we go. Leo saying 3-1. Shout out. So, all right. Cool Kev saying 3-1. What? Cool Kev's being positive? That's weird. Anyways, or is that a typo with your toes or whatever? Anyways, so okay, game 2 is gonna be.
He's gonna be on you all night now.
Oh yeah, he's on me every night. He's on me every night about tortas.
Don't get mad if the tortas and all this come out now.
Hey, Hey, Kev, I'm trying to get lettuce wrapper ones, bro. Bread is bad for you. Carbs are the enemy. Anyways, what was I gonna say? So there you go. So okay, Gabe's in the building. See what Gabe says. Nah,
about me, man. Just give me. Go
no, I didn't even go to get. I didn't even go. You said
as soon as Gabe gets here, man, fuck gravy. Get me out of here, bro.
Nah, I'm
gonna get off the call. I'm gonna get off the call, bro.
Get the fuck off the call, then. No, but you said we're gonna win against Chargers. Okay, so that's 1-1. So we're gonna do the first quarter, Gabe, about now that because Gravy basically called that Minshew's gonna start. And we're all happy about it. We're not talking shit, but we're just gonna go over the first quarter of the season. Who's gonna win? What we're looking at, stuff like that. So, what's your take on the LA Chargers game that we will be at, and we will be kicking it with a lot of fucking people? Myra and the crew, the tailgaters crew. Leo's gonna be there. Protect the Shield. Turp's gonna be there. Raider Rundown's gonna be there. Then there's gonna be a party the night before. Yeah, man.
Tell your sister to bring out the good toilet paper for gravy, bro, because I'm gonna be over there chilling.
This motherfucker stupid.
Now we're gonna have a spot too. We're gonna have a spot up there too, because I know that we got a couple people going with us too. So it's like, yeah, we're gonna have. I know my brother-in-law already had his fucking tailgating spot and all of that shit too. So.
Oh shit, does he? Oh fucking Miguel, shout out Miguel. So. All right. But yeah, so okay, so we're saying 1-0. I said 1-0. Gravy said 1-0. What you looking at, Gravy? I mean, Gabe. Fuck, keep on saying Gravy. Sorry.
Well, it's all right. Gabe's a handsome man. He could call him Gravy.
No,
go ahead, Gabe. Go ahead, Gabe. What's up?
No, we're talking about the record. We're gonna see what our record is for the first quarter with Gardner. So remember how we're going back and forth? 11. We're saying 11-6, 10, 9-7, whatever. We're not. You know what I mean? However, we're 9-8 or whatever.
So what is the first quarter considering? Are we considering the first 4 or the first 5? Because it's like an odd.
No, we'll do
it's like an odd number now because there's an odd number now.
Let's go 5.
Let's go 5. Let's go 5 then. Good shit. So we'll go 5.
So so that's Chargers, Ravens, Panthers, the Browns, and who's week 5?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I was actually bringing it up right now. Schedule. So first schedule is going to be Chargers, Ravens, Panthers, Browns, and Broncos.
Okay. Look, I want to say 4-1.
4-1.
I don't know if we might have we probably if we get off to if the offense does struggle because I would probably say 4-1 if we would I think we would have looked better maybe offensively, but I'll say I think we're gonna hit a stride later maybe on the season, but I'll say 3-2.
3-2. Yeah, Ernest saying first 5 3-2.
Who you got us losing to?
See, that's tough. I think that the second week that's going to be a tough game, just because going to Baltimore, you know what I mean. And then I think it's like a 10 o'clock in the morning game, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like that. That those are always kind of the ones that kind of bite us in the ass. And then that's why I want to say 4-1 because I there's possibly we could win every one of those other games, man. I think it's very possible to win every one of those other games. I think the game that might be close, that might be real close, and they might give us some fits just because they're like a similar build team, is the Browns.
Okay. Yeah, they're loaded. Yeah. Browns are
the AFC North is not no joke for sure.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, the Browns. I might say, I think if we go 2-0, Carolina might be one of those surprise wins, but that doesn't. It kind of doesn't sit right with me. I want to go 2-0, and then, we're not losing to the Broncos, bro. We're not fucking. There's no way we're losing to the Broncos. So,
Knicks, bro, watch out, man. Bo Knicks, watch out.
Nah, I ain't doing that. So I'm gonna go
squeeze that ball into Jack Jones' area and see what happens to him.
Yeah, he's
gonna hurt his feelings real quick.
Dark in the middle. What up, bro?
We come out 3-2. You know how good that is, though. Just coming out of 3-2, just like that at the beginning of the season, when so many people have us written off even before the season even starts. 3-2 is gonna give the media already some shit to start talking about, because I think after those first 5 games too, and don't get me wrong, nothing's easy, but I just think if you go 3-2 out of those 5 games, I think they feel real good about themselves, what they can do with the rest of the 3 quarters of the season. I think they can. That's gonna be real big, dog. I think if they can start off 3-2, 4-1, anything over 500 during that little span of 5 games, I think it's going to be big for the rest of the season, which I think that's going to determine if not necessarily 100% determined, because I think there's a chance, in the middle of the season right there, we have a bunch of games where they're very, very winnable. But I just think, like, if we start off 3-2, there's a very, very great chance, I think, of us, contending for fucking a playoff spot. Huh?
Yeah.
We strategize really that Baltimore game, right? If we contain Lamar and we contain King James or King Henry,
hey, that's LeBron, dog.
That's LeBron.
But nah, he ain't no king of shit. But he's the king of shit. That's what he is. Anyway, and we do that and make Lamar throw the football. That's the thing that we could get Baltimore. I got us beating Baltimore. Really, I do.
Okay.
I was beating Baltimore. If it's a physical game like Baltimore has always brought, and we submit to them and let them run all over us like, whatever. And I know they're going to dial it up a notch, way more notches as far as their run defense is concerned. But if we shut that down, Baltimore's a one-dimensional team. So let Lamar throw, or not let him throw, but we got corners that can pick his ass off. The only thing they got, their main 2 weapons, we just got to contain them. Let them get theirs a little bit, but we got to score when we get the opportunity to do it.
That'd be awesome, bro. Shit, we
can't
start off
kick
2-0.
field goals against Baltimore, because Baltimore they'll run they run with the quarterback. They got the best running back in the league for several years. That might be a problem, but I got us going 2-0 right there, right off the bat. 3-0. Carolina ain't shit. And we can't lose our home opener. We can't lose that.
Nah.
Because I don't want to go to. I don't want to go to Lou's party and skinny dip and then lose the damn game.
That's why I'm so glad I'm not going. I'm not going. I appreciate it, but
I definitely won't be at that pool party.
I only do that for winning. I only do that for winning situations when I'm on top.
Fucking,
you better
put like fucking extra chlorine in that motherfucking water.
I don't want to see nothing. I want my eyes to be blind.
Everybody take a picture of me. It's gonna be a little blur right there, just to be blurred out.
Dude, man, he's gonna walk around with a little blur sign right here.
Don't get
a little
mad.
small one, a little bird.
I'm gonna have my lady with me.
Oh shit! Yeah, she can kill your ass. Anyway,
that's when I might wake up dead right there.
So this is what I would say. Remember we played Baltimore a couple years back and stuff like that, and everyone was like, "Oh, Baltimore's going to come in and just mop the floor with us and whatever." We're not. Ever since we played Baltimore,
not that game though.
Yeah, and bro,
opening Monday night game. That was a badass game, dog.
Yeah, it was. It was a good game too.
Yeah. It was a walk-off, wasn't it? Walk-off pass at the end.
Zay Jones.
Yeah, it was crazy, dog, because they had intercepted it. And we were like, "Fuck, man!"
Yep.
We thought we were gonna get out, and then we stopped them, and then Zay Jones with the walk-off. But we were losing that game 14-0 too, I think, or 10-0 at the beginning of that game. I remember.
Yeah.
Watch, that same shit's gonna happen.
Yeah. Fucking Leo, you said that. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's like Baltimore Ravens, they always say that, and they kind of take their stride towards the end of the season. They kind of always end up like starting off kind of slow and stuff like that. I'm a little worried about, we're going to see how the Chargers do, because they're going to come with a strong run game. If we can't stop them without King Henry, and I'm not taking anything away from King Henry, bro, but I know he hasn't been the leader for 2 years now. He's not the rushing.
He was back to back. He's back to back.
But the last 2 years he hasn't been.
He still got up. He's still top 3 in the league in running, bro.
Okay.
Leo. That was supposed to be the year that that's the year that they made everybody get a vaccination before they went to the game. They made them get the jab before they were giving jabs in the parking lot.
That's crazy.
They were giving vaccinations in the parking lot, dog. Like if you wanted to go into the game.
Yeah.
Well, why not, Raider Dolphin? If we got a better team, we're supposed to have this better coach. Why you doubting already, bro? Second game of the season, why you got doubts? No way, bro. You lose your enthusiasm and hopefulness and keen Raiderism to not beat Baltimore. It's just somebody in your way for this team, bro.
Yeah.
We can't let down second game of the season. Say, oh, we're gonna lose to Baltimore. Nah,
we beat them the first game. That was the first game with fans. That game, that Monday Night Football game, that was the first game with actual fans. Like I know that the year before they didn't let nobody. Remember, because there was some teams that were letting like 25% of fan base or whatever. But the Raiders, Mark Davis said that if they weren't going to be able to open up that stadium full, they weren't going to open it. And then there was up until maybe a week before that season had started, there was still COVID restrictions, and then they lifted them, and then that's when the fucking tickets went up to like $800, $800 a ticket, dog, and nobody was, and then they put the 2-3 days before, they're like, oh, if you want to go, you got to get the jab. You have to have the vaccination because that was a CDC rule.
Yeah.
And then everybody started selling their tickets, so they went low. The tickets went real low, and I was able to get the tickets the day of. And we drove out there and then fucking drove back that same night.
Because it was a night game, huh?
Yeah, it was a Monday night game.
Yeah, it was a Monday night game. Yeah, but yeah, King Tone saying right here, don't be a stat watcher, bro. He's still a beast. He goes, Henry doesn't own Spillane. Yeah, see, that's gonna be the biggest thing. So and then everyone they had that year when they were coming out, they had a bunch of fucking a bunch of running backs that were supposed to be fucking dominant. All of them were injured or whatever or not. But I mean, regardless of whatever,
they had Dobbins and he got hurt.
Yep.
Did I say Cog? Was that guy's name Cog? King Henry owns the chat and Spillane. I'm pretty sure Spillane knocked that fool into another dimension the day he hit him. But all right, that's cool.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Baltimore game was a wild one, Gabe. That playoff game was crazy. Glad to witness that playoff year that we had that team. The team had great. Shout out to Marcus, bro. Yeah. So, anyways, get back to it.
I think I said it low. If I could say something real quick, I think I said, I don't know if it was on this show or was it a while back when I was on my 7-hour show. I look back 10 years on the Raiders, how they started the first 5 games of the season, and only one time we went 4-1, and that was 2016, I think, the year where Carr got hurt.
Yeah,
but we had a really good season. But besides that, it was 2-3, 1-4, several 1-4s. We've never been over the hump. Now I'm saying we got a better team than we did last year. Different faces, better players. I don't know about backups. We're gonna find out tomorrow. But when we need to jump over that hurdle already, because it's been 10 years since we've done that shit. We've always started off slow, and to me, that damages you in the future to make the playoffs. They said, well, we shouldn't have lost that Carolina game.
Right.
Just like the game last year, we shouldn't have lost the Bears game. We lost to the Bears, bro.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And fuck,
Badgett.
Badgett.
How many games did we lose from backup quarterbacks, bro? That came back on us.
That was
you know what I mean?
That was
we would have had those little games.
McDaniel.
We would have had those little games in the first 5 games, 6 games, and we would have won way more than half, maybe 4 of those games.
But that's why I think that. But that's the reason why I think
Indianapolis for us to lose Indianapolis.
chemistry and team, like that team bonding shit, that shit ain't nothing to sneeze at, dog. Because look at the difference just between the fucking from one week to another when what's his name got fired. I know that there's an adrenaline factor, there's like a happy factor, like, you know, you want to play for the coach the next week and all that shit, but that shit carried throughout the whole rest of the 9 games. You know what I mean? And it's like you've seen how important that shit is in football, because it's like you could tell, like, once we got behind with McDaniels and just the way, like, you could tell, like, even now, like, I was watching a podcast today with Max. Max was on a podcast with Udonis Haslam and Mike Miller.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he was, and he was saying, like, they were talking about AP, and he says, like, and he without naming names, he basically was talking shit about this is what I interpreted from what he said. He was talking shit about Josh McDaniels.
Yep.
Dudes, little white dudes that can't, like, little white dudes, or like, that's basically what he said. Though, little dudes, little chubby ass dudes that are telling you to run faster. When, look at you, motherfucker. What do you mean run faster?
Yeah.
Like, the dudes that have never done it before, so like they respect when it's coming from somebody that has done it before at the highest level.
That's why I'm saying,
You know
like,
what
he goes, you got a guy that, and I'm pretty sure he said it off coaching, off script.
And he said, he also said about the like the shit about it's like you're not gonna get nowhere. You're not gonna get nowhere with this day and age with players with trying to with saying it's my way or the highway. That's just not gonna work. With this day and age players, it's just not gonna fucking work. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's what, and he said that, dog. He said that shit clear, and you could tell he's taking a shot at McDaniels. Like, it's maybe he's not, but like directly at him, but you could tell that shit has already like lingered in his fucking soul for those a year and a half, dog. That it was like he never wants to play for a coach like that again.
It's gonna be a good decision, because, you know, I didn't know what type of man McDaniels was, but
the OG podcast, yeah.
I know that I just like that offense, and so I figured with the talent we had on offense, that what he did and the way his offense ran, I thought we would be really good. You know, getting Devontae and having Garoppolo and all that shit, I thought they would run well. Would be unstoppable with Jacobs and shit like that. But, you know, he did have Jacobs win the rushing title, you know, but everything else, as far as him being a man in the locker room and being respectful toward his players, that's number one right there. Before your play, you know, before any kind of play you have on the field, you got to have the respect of your team, and he didn't have that. And then it diminishes down to where they don't listen to you. They play how they want, and you get fucked. But Big T had a good comment, and I'm seeing all kinds of names. I'm seeing all kinds of games, Gabe and Low. The Pittsburgh game, we should have got that one. The other one, the Big T. Like, remember the Rams game when Baker.
I was
Rams
there.
game.
We were there, Gabe, at that Rams game. Remember
Baker when he rode out 24 hours deep from jumping off a plane, and
that was 2 years ago. No? That game was 2 years ago. Then.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Rams game?
You know, the things.
No, but yeah, it was under the same coach.
We lose games like that. Just the situation, bro. Getting off the plane, getting the playbook, learning it, and beating us on a defense that, you know, they probably couldn't prepare for him. But there's a grip of tape on Baker Mayfield, bro. There's a grip of tape on McVay's offense.
Yeah,
there's no excuse for that.
That game was like, oh my god, bro, that shit was so fucking horrible. That shit was just,
how many times we stayed at
we're
game?
winning 16-3. 16-3 in the fourth quarter, dog. 16-3. Our defense was putting up shit, and then he throw an interception. You know, Carr threw an interception. Fucking they fucking got a touchdown, made it 16-10, went 3 and out, and then left them too much time. And then we played a fucking, I don't know what the fuck we were doing playing that defense at the end. You know what I mean? Fucking on that touchdown pass that basically nobody deep, nobody covering deep, no safeties deep to cover. Dude had a one-on-one fucking, like almost like what, almost the same thing. Like what, remember like when they were talking shit about when the Jets played a fucking cover zero defense against the Raiders when it was like 30 something with only like one play left and Ruggs did a walk-off touchdown.
Yeah,
Ruggs got that.
Ruggs had a walk-off touchdown. It's like there's situations where like, just situations where like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? And it's just like that fucking game against the Rams, bro, is just like you throw an interception and then you go 3 and out. It's just like, when I understand, like, it's not all on him because the play calling too, they shouldn't, like, after an interception, the 3 and out and all of that shit, that was just, I don't know why they're airing it out after that too. Like, I think they went for 2 passes on a 3 and out. You know what I mean? And it was just like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but that's beside the point. I think that we have that's bad stink away now. Like, I just think that it's like they were able to get rid of that shit last year. I think that was the biggest part of the change last year too. Obviously AP too, because I think we got a good replacement. Not great, I think a great replacement, a dude that was in the right place at the right time to basically be there for the job, dog, because it could have been anybody else. You know what I mean? And we probably would have been looking for another coach at the end of the last season. But I think it's just, that's a testament to AP, bro. And that's why I think, like, when people were talking shit about in the offseason before he got the job about, like he didn't have that much experience, or like, and shit. And I get it. Like, yeah, he only had 9 games under his belt, but that dude has a fucking lifetime of experience of football. You know what I mean? And it's like, he hasn't been just coaching these last couple of years, bro. He did it the right way. He started from the bottom up, dog. Like, he went from the high school level all the way fucking up. You know what I mean? It's not his fault that he's been fast tracked around it, because he's won, like, he's done good everywhere he's went. Like, he's got good recruits at fucking Arizona State. You know what I mean? He did his shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's just everywhere he was at a stop at, like, he gained the respect of the players, which is the reason why he got that job last year, bro. And I just think that the decision of him making picking a quarterback, when I think he gave the perfect explanation that, you know what I mean, of us wanting to start quick with, you know what I mean, AOC, maybe he's in some things he probably is better. Maybe he is a little bit more accurate, but there is also things where Minshew also is better at too, you know what I mean? And I think that those are better suited for, especially the beginning of the season, because he has more experience. He is more mobile when the offensive line might not be all on the same line, because we have dealt with injuries and shit like that. So it's like, I just think that they made a great decision in that shit. Like, obviously, I was, back and forward between the 2 guys, starting, especially with AOC, just because he was getting a big nod from, like, everybody up top. You know what I mean? With AP was kind of like endorsing him a little bit during the offseason. DA was endorsing him. Like, all the players were, and like, but you could tell that we're trying to make Gardner earn it. You know what I mean? Like, they were trying to make Gardner earn it. And I know, like, that last Saturday, both quarterbacks might have not have done nothing to, like, won the job that day. But I think there's other things, like AP said, that he did during practice, during film, during like watching film, during like doing all that shit, which that led to the decision. You know what I mean? So it's like, and his experience and all of that shit. So I just think that we gotta really wait and see before we start criticizing AP, when last year we were, arms up for him, dog, like, for him to get the job and shit like that. And just because he makes this decision when we have the whole season ahead of us, bro, it's like, I just think it's real premature. And it's just like, people just always trying to jump the gun because their opinion wasn't met or anything like that. Like, mine wasn't really either. Like, mine's like, my opinion of Tyree was obviously at this point is wrong. My opinion of like at the beginning of training camp, when I thought maybe Aiden was going to win the job after all, because the whole offseason I was on Minshew. You know what I mean? But when that's why I said, like, when you hear AP and DA and all of them endorsing like Aiden, that's why I kind of like started leaning that way. But bro, it's like Minshew has the experience, has the mobility, has like it just has that type of stuff. So it's like, I'm good with that, bro.
bro, with the record that AP got when he came in after McDaniels, it could have got super, super really ugly. Really ugly. To where we could have got a quarterback ugly. You know what I mean? We would have been up there to get one of the guys that we wanted. But him going 5-4, that that changed the whole environment of the team, bro. You know?
Yeah.
He changed the whole. We don't understand how bad it could have got if AT didn't take control of this team. It could have been super bad, and then all of us would have been pissed, and we should have said, "Fuck AP, fuck Aiden O'Connell, all this." He gave us the hope that to keep the guy around because we seen the change, and then we seen. I wasn't really an Aiden guy. I think he needs more time, but he's in a perfect opportunity. Just like I said last live, Lo, I said he's in a perfect opportunity where he can kick back, get his work done, not be pressured or rushed into something, because his whole NFL career he's been rushed into shit, and now he gets to relax, check the field out, check what's going on, learn different things from Getsy, and
his body ready. Yeah,
and then he might end up being a damn good quarterback like we all want him to be.
Yeah,
and it probably will be with the Raiders, because it doesn't look like AP is going to get rid of him.
No.
But let Minshew, a guy that's been in the league before, take all that heat, which he's down for because he's been through that shit already. Aiden hasn't. Now he has. But that was some major deep pressure that Aiden had. And we were saying, oh, we're going to the Super Bowl with this guy. You don't know what this guy mentally was all fucked. They would dude trying to win games in the NFL as second-year player. First of all, just thrown in there, that's tough. That's hella tough, bro.
Yeah.
And he did. I mean, he went 5-4, so he saved our season, and so did AP.
And he helped us get a coach. He really did.
It really would have been ugly, bro. If those guys weren't successful, it would have got bad to where we could have probably got Jaden Daniels. We would have been in position to be number 2 if Aiden and AP didn't do what they did for that team.
But would AP still be here? That's the thing.
Oh, he was here on 5-4 record, and all the hollering from the team. The team might say, I'm pretty sure if he went, 2 and something, he only won 2 of those rest of those games. Mark Davis was like, nah, I don't need that shit.
Yeah. So shout out Raider Dolphin, man. He gave us a $5 super chat, man.
Bro.
Appreciate you, man. So salute Low Gravy and Raider Gabe. Salute to the best chat on YouTube. Raider Nation Live. Let's go. I'm pumped to go through the season with you, man, as we are with you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Always, man. Always. I got a couple things. All eyes. What up, bro? Salutes, couple people right here. Vic's in the building. Who else? Sean Johnson said, we go from 90 players to 53 by Tuesday. Tuesday, NFL teams must announce the 53-man rosters. 37 will be cut. Shit, man, that's crazy. Cons. Okay, Ernest, right? There's a lot of people, man. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of like skipping over, man. There's a lot of people. Twan, what's good, man?
Shout out to the 65 people in the house, bro.
Yes,
shout out.
Shout out Raider Biggs, man. Shout out Raider Biggs, man. Everybody, man. We appreciate all you guys, man. If you guys haven't subscribed, go to subscribe, hit that like button.
Much love, bro.
Yeah, much love.
$2 Twan. $2 Twan.
Yep. Hey, Twan, I heard that I heard the 99 comment, bro. Shout out Twan, bro. I'll get with you very, very soon, Doc. Just crazy work and shit like that. That shit was funny as hell, man. Gravy. Free Thinker was saying he's interested. I seen it up there, but he's interested. Are you doing the live play-by-play tomorrow? So are you doing the live play-by-play tomorrow, right?
What time's the game?
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so,
please, if you want to listen to me, I don't know these guys by name unless they shined a little bit, and a lot of them piss me off. So I'll know who those guys are, but.
Stop.
I might just say numbers. Okay. I might say, hey, to number 32, but if you want formations, if you want the quarterback, if you want the routes, touchdown excitement, turnover excitement, return excitement, I'm there for you. I'll be there.
Yeah, so
I know for
gravy
sure
will
you're
be
gonna see
sweet.
probably
Yeah.
a lot of lobby, a lot of
Yeah,
you're gonna be seeing
I
a
know
lot
who
of
that
like
is. I know who that is.
Wilkerson. Probably gonna be seeing a lot of like Grant guys out there. Like shit, who else were they talking
Yeah, I know who
about?
those guys are.
Brim Brown.
Bernie, probably some Bernie in there.
Yeah.
You know, Nesta Jade will probably get a couple of reps in there early. You know, I
A lot of
expect.
dudes that are gonna be, a lot of dudes that are on the thing that are going to get cut down. That we're going to be. I know a lot of people are gonna be sad to see go, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna be sad to see go because there's a lot of dudes that are on the like on the fence. You know what I mean? Because just be like what I said last week. Like there's just positions where, especially like I think at defensive defensive linemen. Basically, I think you're gonna see some of those guys go that you're probably gonna not like. Damn.
Yeah. So
Omar.
yeah, shout out Omar, bro. Shout out to everybody right here, man, in the building. I was gonna Raider Biggs had put this up, bro, and this is a good question right here, man, and it's actually a good comment too. You know what I mean? Well, what's the panel thinks? What does the panel think? Opinion on Getsy? I think it's preseason. I'm not really too worried about it. I think he got his guy. I think he knows that Minshew can pull off what he needs him to do. I don't see Getsy being kind of the guy that just wants a pocket guy. Even when you're watching Gardner's press conference, he's like, "There's a lot of different ways that we can attack with this offense, whether it be run option, play action, you know what I mean, quarterback sneak, whatever or not, you know what I mean, all out, you know what I mean. There's so many different things that we can do. I think once they get together in the next 2 weeks, you know what I mean, and actually see what they're going to build, and now knowing who they're going to have moving forward, I think it's gonna develop nicely. I think they're gonna have a solid game plan going into week 1, kind of keep it like within the realms of not trying to go too crazy. But I don't want to sit back and I don't want to give up a lot. One of the two things that I'm happy about is the running game. Well, actually 3. Running game, the way DA speaks about him, and what Garner Minshew can do. I even said that moving forward, like AOC, there's no way that AOC is going to be able to do this play action, run, stuff like that. He's not going to be able to do that. I mean, play action, yes, but bootlegs and stuff like that. I don't want to give too much in on Getsy because I think Justin Fields and that whole organization over there in Chicago kind of screwed him over a little bit. So it's too early, but I like the fact that we can adjust. And Getsy's going to adjust, and he's going to learn how to adjust, bro. So I don't want to give too much into it, bro, but I think he's going to do okay. I think it's going to be more of the ball play.
I like that the one thing I will say, I think it's way too early because obviously we got to wait to see. I like that he has, been on the same page, and, one of DA's better years ever has been under him. You know what I mean? As like the passing game coordinator and all of that shit, like that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So he had like hands on with, just like with DA, being on the same page with DA and shit like that that year. And also that last year when he was actually at OC, you know what I mean? He like obviously he got fired, so that's why I say it's too early. But I like that his team led the league in rushing, and I think that's one of the identities that we're trying to build too. So I like that. I like that part of it.
Who gets fired leading the league in rushing?
Yeah, like that. No, that's what I'm saying. It's way too early. It's way too early. But I just like that part. I like. You know what I mean? That he led the league. That his team led the league with not necessarily a named running back, and they led the league in running. And that's kind of an identity we're trying to like attain. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to build that type of identity. So hopefully that shit works out.
Okay. Getsy was a third choice. Think about that. Okay, now. Respectfully, T, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out T, bro. You always, when you come through the channel, bro, you always, give a little pushback, and we like it, bro. We appreciate it. I love the angle.
Who was the second choice, Big T? Who was the second choice?
The first choice was what's the name out of the Rams. Second choice was Kingsbury. And then was it the Rams? He was the pass coordinator.
I think the guy that came in for the Rams. he came in for an interview and shit like that. But I don't think like I think at the end of the day it was it was Kingsbury the second choice because what's his name was never going to come here because he was following what's his name to Atlanta either way, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just probably it was for sure the second choice. He wasn't the first choice, that's for sure.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because Kingsbury was the first choice. He was already fucking hired as the
he was hired already. He was hired.
He wanted more money. Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. That's why it's early.
Second choice.
I think anybody that has been here, like to be honest, anybody was going to be signed by the Raiders, you still have to prove it here. So no matter what guy we sign, you still have to prove it here. Like that's one thing that, like that's what we can't just fucking because he was a good even if we would have signed a good offensive coordinator, you know what I mean? It's like he still would have needed to prove it here because he would have came here and like what was one of the best offensive coordinators ever, you know, considered fucking McDaniels. You know what I mean? He was one of the best offensive coordinators ever, like in history, you know, considered. Not head coach, obviously, because he fucked it up already the first time in Denver. But you know what I mean? You would think that, you know, the offense would be better, you know, under a guy like that with all that offensive, you know, fucking resume and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I just think it's always going to be like personnel matters. You know what I mean? Chemistry matters. And I just think that I think he's going to have a lot more weapons to work here. It's all going to be based around how Minshew can run this offense. You know what I mean? It's because he has the weapons, bro. You know what I mean? And I think it's all predicated on how good the quarterback's going to play. You know what I mean? Because I think we have I think we're good enough at running back. I think we're good enough on the offensive line, and definitely good enough with the weapons on the outside and, you know what I mean, our tight end. So it's just all going to be on how the coach, like, because a lot of the times you can have a good quarterback, but you don't have the weapons. You know, it's almost you're almost at the same, in the same playing field, right? But it's all going to be on Minshew, bro, and hopefully Minshew can get this shit started quick, bro, because that's the reason why they picked him. So like it's gonna be tough at the beginning because they are facing some good defenses, but I think if anybody's gonna be able to do it, it's gonna be here with what we've built already in this offseason.
So this is the thing that, like, I hate to take away from coaches because they put in lots of hours and stuff like that. Getsy, you know, I'm not gravy, you know, any coach that turns around and starts learning playbooks, right? You guys got to realize that once you put the team together, then you got the plays. You got to practice, do all this stuff, right? You have a certain way that you want to run certain things. So if coaches and OCs I'm not saying that they're not smart or anything like that, but what it is that they have an idea of an offense that can beat any defense, right? So in order for that to work, the players have to fucking execute the way it's supposed to. This is the first place you go to. That's not open, you go to the second. You go to that was not open, you go to the third, and then you progression, right? So it's almost like they're estimating what could possibly happen to this defense. Now, also defensive coordinators on the opposite side of the ball, they're like, if they do this, then you're going to drop back, you're going to do this, fall in. I don't know all the terminology, and I'm not knocking anybody that does it. So when it's a game plan, it still has to be executed. It doesn't matter what it is, bro. Just because we have all the food to cook doesn't necessarily mean it's all going to get cooked right and so forth and so forth, because it depends on the chef. It depends who's setting up the salad bar, all that shit. I'm just looking at it like all that, right? You're trying to work on a car. If you don't have the right bolt, certain things like that, you can have the engine and everything, but if you don't have the right wiring, right this, right that, it's all a guesstimation. So these guys put all this stuff together, and like, I don't want to put it on just one person, because this is the ultimate team fucking sport. And a lot of people like overlook that. You can't overlook this is the ultimate team sport. If you want to base it on one fucking person, you're not going to sit there and say Tiger Woods. The only reason Tiger Woods won all those fucking championships and shit like that was because of his fucking his bad guy. That had nothing to do with it. Tiger's been playing that shit for years, and that's a single game, single man sport. You know what I mean? So this can't just fall on one person. When it really ultimately does happen and the losses do happen, it shouldn't fall on the quarterback. It shouldn't fall on the offensive coordinator. It shouldn't fall on the janitor. It follows on the head coach. Things weren't executed. They had to change. Now, Are people responsible for making adjustments and doing certain things? Hell yeah. He can be categorized as like, hey, this is the problem. You got to adjust. Whatever you're doing right now is not working. Then the players have to go and execute. Now, maybe it was working, but then players didn't execute. Somebody dropped the ball. They got off the block late. There's so many different fucking things that could happen. So I hate blaming it on one person. You see what I'm saying? Like Big T was saying, or somebody was saying that most of his rushing yards was from Fields. And actually, no, that wasn't true. Fields only had like 400, 600 yards rushing. He had 1,800 yards or 2,000 yards rushing. The rest was running backs. So, and we're looking at numbers too. We can't really do all that. But we can't just focus.
A lot of yards.
Yeah.
A lot of yards with a bunch of it.
I think Fields had 600 of 25 or 2,600 yards.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. So the thing is, Fields, if you look at it right now, they're even in Steeler country, they're having an issue. They don't know if they're going to start, who they're going to start, because both of them are playing like shit. So that's only a testament to Getsy being actually not being a bad coordinator, right? A lot of these guys,
you know where the problem was at. You know where the problem was.
Yeah,
exactly. They get scapegoated. You don't know. Yeah. You don't know how many times I've been called a freaking idiot, a dumbass. Because guys drop balls.
Comes with the territory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, guys drop balls. They don't run the right route. They don't hustle. The offensive coordinator can't put that in his system or put that in a certain formation or play of you doing that. Mm-hmm. He can't put it in there. Devontae's going to catch the ball here and he's going to get some yak. This is where you got to throw. So if Devontae drops the ball, it's not Getsy's fault. But other people will say, well, Getsy didn't call the right play. This and that. The coordinators are so much, used as scapegoats from coaches that are about to be fired. They have to fire somebody else. Yeah. And AP doesn't want to micromanage, or he doesn't have to micromanage Getsy or Graham or anything like that. He just do your thing. I'll manage the game. I'll keep the flow of the game. That's the head coach's job. But if you're under duress from your owner or they don't really give a shit about the fans or people that are up in power that are got to get rid of this dude, he's going to find someone else to blame or get rid of to keep his job. That's what Eberflus did. Their offense, you had the number one rushing offense, mid-range passing offense, and then you get fired. Shit, Ben Johnson got fired, and he was renowned the best offensive coordinator in football. He lasted 1 year in Philly, bro. 1 year in Philly. He didn't even get a chance to work with Hurts or any of those guys. And he's so-called the best offensive coordinator in football. Yeah. He's on another team right now. Why? Because their head coach was about to get fired for getting smacked in the playoffs last year. Yeah. So we had to do something.
We never even had a real offensive coordinator. We never had a real offensive coordinator with McDaniels here. He was trying to do too much, obviously, because he was trying to run the offense and that, because basically our offensive coordinator was a placeholder for fucking McDaniels. He was basically a clipboard holder for McDaniels. You know what I mean? So it's like we never really had an offensive coordinator here, and I'm just glad about that. We are actually going to have an offensive coordinator now that actually has some offensive coordinator, just some experience. And I understand McDaniels had plenty of that, but he wasn't brought here to be an offensive coordinator, and that's when he went wrong with the team, because he was trying to run the offense when he should have been running the team.
I always thought McDaniels' offense was going to pop. It's just a matter of time. But he had him so bad mentally and emotionally that once it hits emotions where you hate the guy, you ain't gonna put out for him. You're not gonna try your best. You're at risk of getting hurt on the field because you're not doing your best. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. Fuck this guy. I'm gonna do my own thing. That's how players get hurt. And then we got what we wanted. We got rid of McDaniels. So
it's like Willie Beeman. It's like Willie Beeman when he started balling out. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get mine.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
that football's different now. You know, you get
Yo,
Willie,
what the
you get
coach
Willie
said, I'm gonna get
Beeman.
mine.
I'm gonna get mine, you know. But you can do that all you want. But if you have a receiver like that, running back like that, coach like that, you know, nobody disliked Al Pacino. The organization didn't like him, right? The organization didn't like Al Pacino, but the fans loved him,
Yeah,
right?
but remember how? But in that movie, you could tell though, like how you could butt heads with a coach when they don't see eye to eye with you because they think another guy should be starting.
It happens all the time, bro. It happens all the time.
Yeah, well, that's because that movie you could tell it was based on real NFL players' stories.
Yeah,
that's what it was based on. That's why that movie is so damn good.
Yeah,
because it's giving you a sneak peek into like what locker rooms were pretty much back then. Because I'm pretty sure they're not like that, exactly like that no more. But that's what the locker rooms were back back then. You know what I mean? And it's just that's why that movie was so good, dog. You know what I mean? Like, you could just fucking take a little sneak peek into that shit. And that movie was it's a classic.
Yeah.
And then what was the offensive coordinator, bro? The hot commodity. The hot commodity. He was better than the head coach. You know what I mean? He's the next up and coming head coach. He got that job.
Yeah.
But the quarterback and Al Pacino, he dumped him up to a brand new franchise.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's sometimes you need that. You know, he knew he was going to be a scapegoat. But you don't have to micromanage your offensive coordinator if you have one. I think Getsy's going to be successful with us because he has the right idea. I love running the ball, and that's just me. If you're the type of Gabe's the type of person that loves throwing it, slinging it everywhere, then Gabe can't get mad if the dude throws, 10 to 12 picks a game, a season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't get mad at that. Don't be upset.
You got me on Madden or what?
You better get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Fuck, he threw 20 interceptions, but Gabe Diggs, the guy slinging the ball. Oh, no, now you want to run the ball. Now you want to run the ball now, But when we run the ball, we score touchdowns and we outwill teams, overpower teams. We see that's what AP wants to do. And that's the shit I like.
Fucking Biggs, bro. He's saying, so now Getsy's leaving next year with Minshew? No, that's not what he said. He's not what he said. What happened was that the offensive coordinator turned around and took the head coaching job, and they were trying to scheme the head coach out of it. So and then
they were saying he was outdated, old. No, ain't in the new times. Yeah. But those guys, though, they're shit, man. Like when I used to get called those, it was usually a father, a father or a mother. Even in junior college, dude, their dad goes up to, because you think your son's the best person out in the field. Hey, my son's a baller. He's better than everybody. This and that. But then when your son ain't doing what I'm asking him to do, he gonna sit down, bro. He gonna sit down.
Nah, but just watch. If any of you guys haven't watched it in the chat, go watch that interview. I forgot who's the.
I'll pull it up right now.
I forgot what the actual podcast name is, but it's Udonis Haslam and Mike Miller's podcast, and he's on that shit. And like you could just tell he's talking about McDaniels, bro. He's talking because that was one of the things that was big when he came here, right? Like it was gonna be his way. Like he's gonna make you run the play 10 times until you perfect it. That's why he was so mad. That's why he fucking, you know what I mean? He was so pissed off at fucking Coots because he was fucking up a play, and then he sat him in the doghouse because he was disrupting a play that they like kept running and shit like that. So it's like, I just think that type of coaching, it was never gonna. I think it just was never gonna work here with the attitude that, especially that these players have, bro. I think we got a very good yin and a yang type of shit. You know what I mean? Where you got one end of the spectrum with McDaniels, and you got AP, the totally opposite end of the spectrum. Where I think that's what made it so good. Like because they got the totally opposite, which you could tell they hated fucking playing under McDaniels. Maybe not hated McDaniels, but they hated playing under McDaniels, bro. Those last couple of games,
I think they did.
Those last couple of games, fuck, it was ugly. It was ugly, bro. Like you could tell that they were like quitting on in games.
And that's why our team played the way they played, like. That's contagious, bro. It's contagious. So you could, but to answer Big T, I thought I seen a Hugh Jackson was, but I think Norv Turner was a better offensive coordinator than Hugh Jackson.
Yeah.
Same type dude. But
I mean, we really can't going back in history, and I get that part right now. It's like, you know what? Like I was even saying this shit earlier. I was like, look, man, we've learned all the lessons from past, whatever. Now we can't really. Our whole offense is only gotten better, I think, overall. The style of play the way we're gonna play the fucking ball, like, you know what I mean? The style of play that we're gonna play, you know what I mean? DA hasn't even been out there. There's so many different things that are going to be so fucking good for this offense, man. I mean, I'm excited with the addition of Bowers. You know what I mean? And then Tucker and and Turner turning into what they're turning into. You know what I mean? It's unlimited. It's something that we haven't seen in a long time. It's not going to be over like exaggerated with like, say, a big name fucking guy, Minshew. Look at what Baker's done with his career. Had ups and downs, whatever, or not, this, that, and third, injured. People saying that he was bad, this, that, and third. He fucking led the Tampa Bay to, fucking playoff win. Playoff wins and stuff like that. He's one of those guys that's kind of like just that veteran presence and know that he has a shot. And I see it, bro. I fucking see it. But the thing is, though, a lot of us turn around and tell us, like, we're saying like this. If we had a quarterback that was a top 15, bro, Marcus Pete, what? Cons, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. You be saying some way out shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, you've been drinking a little bit. He said he was drinking a little bit. So I'm drinking a lot right there.
That's drinking a lot. That's a lie. That's like two totally different sides of the ball, bro.
Bro, you put him down if you think.
Hey, wasn't Bill Callahan a fucking our offensive coordinator as well?
Yes.
I know Bill Callahan was a great offensive coordinator for us too. Maybe not a good. I mean, he got into the Super Bowl as a head coach with Gruden's team, but. He was the offensive coordinator when Gruden was here, dog, and we were balling.
What was the one that Del Rio got rid of? What was the one that got Del Rio fired?
Musgrave.
Bill Musgrave was the best offensive coordinator we had. He brought this.
Bill Callahan was pretty good too, man. With Gannon and all of them boys, he was good.
Callahan brought this. What we see now in football. That's what those two guys did. But Bill Callahan didn't like Al Davis. He stuck he John Gruden was the middleman between them two, because I'm pretty sure he didn't like that shit. Callahan wasn't Raidered out. He wasn't Raider this and that. No. I wouldn't even give a shit.
But he did get. Well, he was what? I think Gannon got MVP, co-MVP under him.
He was there the whole time.
MVP under him. Yeah, he got. He fucking. I mean, that was one of the. What we were top three offenses in the league when we were there. When they were there.
In both.
Yeah.
Offense and running. That's.
I know we had
we're going to the Super Bowl. You're going to the Super Bowl. In both of those categories, passing and running, you're doing something. You're going to go somewhere.
They don't take the. I mean, when he was offensive coordinator, we should have been in the Super Bowl. They would have taken us for the Snow Bowl from us. You know what I mean? That one. It's just like it's just. But I mean, those are fucking horrible memories that I don't want to bring up. I don't want to bring up those memories. They hurt.
Just imagine when DC was with Musgrave, bro. He was a totally different dude.
Yeah,
totally different dude.
I just say Bill Callahan because I think he made Gannon. I mean, not made Gannon, but Gannon wasn't Gannon before Bill Callahan.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Look what he had, bro. He had the running backs, dude. He had Tim Brown and Jerry. Fuck, dude, a massive offensive line. Man,
but he made a journeyman into an MVP. That's all. That's the only reason why I say like a journey, because Gannon, when he came, considered a journeyman, right? And he made him into an MVP.
He sucked in Minnesota. He was backing up probably one of the best quarterbacks that ever lived in Kansas City. But Gruden seen this dude, I guess when he was playing against him, they said, I'm going to snatch this dude. Got him for cheap, made him a MVP quarterback.
But yeah, but that was a lot of Gruden's play, hand doing in that stuff too. So I will say that too.
Gruden's a good offensive coordinator too.
Yeah, he is. The spider white tube banana always works, bro, no matter what.
That's just a play.
Yeah. I mean, personally, bro, there's so many different good tandems that we had, especially in that 2000 seasons and stuff like that, man. But
we got to get back to that.
Years ago. That was 20 years ago.
We got to get back to that, bro. We got to get back to that execution. Like, those dudes never dropped the freaking ball. Our running backs never was 3.5 yards a carry. It was 5 and change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That offensive line never allowed a bunch of sacks. Rich Gannon would go out the pocket.
Shout out to 70.
Yeah, shout out to the 70 people in the building. Shout out to Marcus Webb, too, man. Webb has a question for you guys. If Minshew balls out, do you extend him or still draft a quarterback?
If he balls out?
Well, what's balling out? Like, okay, DeMarcus, say if we go to playoffs, or I mean,
if he balls out, put it this way, okay, if he balls out and they feel like AOC is progressing, do you really need to fucking say? This is with the hypothetical of the question, right? If he balls out, with that in mind, if he balls out, and I'll add this: if AOC is progressing as well behind him, what is the need to draft the quarterback?
I'm not saying I'll draft high. I wouldn't mind drafting the quarterback though, regardless.
Minshew's still young, bro. If Minshew pops out and then gets 30 touchdowns, lower number of picks, and he's excellent. He's excellent in the red zone. If he's excellent in the red zone, you can't deny this guy to play for you again.
Okay, so DeMarcus is saying this. Playoffs, 350 to 4,000 yards, 25 30 touchdowns, play 17 games. That's a good fucking season.
In the first, that type of season, in his first season with this team and with this offensive coordinator, I'm not drafting no fucking quarterback. I don't care what. I don't care if anybody would get mad at me. I'm not drafting because if we're making a quarter, if he's having that type of year, and then we're winning a playoff game, or making a run into the playoffs, there's no way I'm drafting a quarterback, because that's why I'm saying and that was a good comment that Leo put, because let's define balling out. And that's what I mean by balling out. Like, if you make a little run into the playoffs and you ball out during the whole season, what is the why can't he keep doing that? You know what I mean? What is the because he just hasn't gotten the chance. He hasn't gotten the chance to actually start. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you get that production out of him, with his contract already, I wouldn't see no need to draft the quarterback, because it's like, what for? Why wouldn't you want to build in other places if you already think you already have a quarterback there? You know what I mean? But that's why I'm saying defining the balling out part, because that's very important. Because if he just has a somewhat okay season and then they win a playoff game, but it's because of the defense, or it's a low scoring game or shit like that, then hell yeah, I'm still going for another quarterback next draft. So, but it's like, if he's the reason why you're pulling out games, and he wins a game and say he comes back in the, you're losing late in the playoffs and he comes back and he beats a team, that's what I consider balling out. So if he does that, there's no way I'm drafting a quarterback next season. I'm spending that in other places.
So my little pushback with that though, if we can get this out of Gardner Minshew, what is the biggest problem that the Raiders haven't done over the last fucking 10, 12 years? Develop a good quarterback. So if we could turn around and get a second round pick quarterback that's up there that we can kind of see that or maybe late first round, because if we're in the playoffs, we're getting late first round. So if we can move up a little bit, maybe get another quarterback, like kind of like what Green Bay did, to get ready to move forward, and we can get a couple more years out of Gardner, what's wrong with having somebody with, young, developing under AOC, with that computer, with that quarterback room? You know what I'm saying? Seeing Gardner Minshew do that, seeing what he's went through, seeing all that shit, and learning off of him. You know what I mean? And then Gardner Minshew obviously is one of his own kind of guys. You know what I'm saying? So
if you got that in Minshew already, and then you're saying this guy's going to be behind AOC, why keep AOC?
Well, then, we're going too far. I'm just saying the question was,
you said get another quarterback.
Well, yeah, but the question is, do we draft another quarterback if he balls out under that pretense, right? So, yeah, you do, because you're gonna have to develop a quarterback, regardless of whatever. Because if you can get a quarterback, and most of these quarterbacks coming out are gonna be mobile, gonna be a little bit bigger, have a little bit more speed than what fucking AOC is. Now, AOC is always gonna have a spot in this position on this team as long as AOC's here. I mean, as long as fucking.
Let me ask you this, Lo. If he balls out, where do you think we're gonna draft? What number?
Oh yeah, like 20th. Yeah, like 20th. Yeah,
20 something. So that's why I'm saying that's probably gonna be another band-aid pick at that point too. Because if you're picking in the late 20s, then what quarterback? No quarterback this year made it to the 11. No quarterback made this. No good quarterback that's probably right now that was considered a good quarterback in college right now didn't make it past 11 this year. So if you don't want to go out and get I'll say if you're in line to go get the best quarterback in the draft, fuck it, yeah. Then okay, it doesn't matter if Minshew balls out. But if Minshew balls out, we're not going to be in any position to get a franchise guy anyway.
Well, even if the way we're looking at it right now, if we go 10-7, right? We're still going to be the fucking low 16s. We're going to be, 15, 16 out there? So we're not going to get those top guys anyways. So even if we're at, say, 25, whatever, we're not, I'm just saying, we move up in the draft, give up a future round pick, go out there, grab a guy, like maybe 7th round, 8th, 7th, 8th pick around that, move up a little bit. I don't mind something like that for somebody that's not going to be the top tier guy, but we can fucking develop them. That's one of the biggest things that we have a problem with the Raiders. And if you look at Telesco, and he'll fucking double down on some shit. And plus having money and stuff like that, I don't see anybody else that we can bring in to fucking mentor, besides AOC. So moving forward, and one of the biggest problems that we've had, I'm not saying that, either way, unless we fucking tank or some shit happens to where fucking, Peterman's fucking running the show. You know what I mean? You never know what could happen. Then, okay, yeah, we're going to be up in the top 5. You know what I mean? And then you never know. Peterman might fucking, flip it on us. You know what I mean? Only fucking 8 interceptions in the game. You never know. But what I'm saying, I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is,
so what you're talking about, Lo, is you're developing, because I told you already
you need to develop a quarterback regardless of whatever.
But not two. You got your quarterback that you think is that we've seen already that can win games. That's Aiden O'Connell. So if Minshew does what he has to do these 2 years or whatever, then Aiden will be 2 years in the system, be a better quarterback. Then he could slide into that role, and then Minshew could go. I'm talking 2 years down the line, we can pick up a guy, but you still got, Bradley out there.
2 years down the line, Aiden O'Connell's going to be 30 years old.
The quarterback, almost every quarterback ain't freaking. They're going to reach that. That's still going to be tight.
But you're telling me that we shouldn't draft a quarterback at all? Not even the fucking second round?
We got Aiden. Aiden's developing.
My whole thing is,
and we're not, and the way that you're saying we're going to be successful, and the way he's saying you're going to be successful, is that
I'm not saying he's going to be successful.
So you're not saying you don't have no hope in Minshew?
Oh no, I do have hope. I don't think he's going to be that successful, but I mean, we're gonna.
Yeah, that means if he's not that successful, that means he's not balling out. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
The whole question was if he balls out, and that's why I'm saying if he balls out, that's development to me, because if he balls out, then that means we're developing him because he's still young enough to where he can become. And I'm not saying, and see, that's why, like, me arguing this point, it makes it seem like I'm saying that Minshew's for sure going to ball out in this shit. Like, this whole question was put forth as if, like, if he balls out. That's what I'm saying. If he balls out, with my thinking of what ball out means is like, there shouldn't be a reason why you drop the quarterback if you have a quarterback that's balling out. That's like, I'm comparing it to like every quarterback that every team that has a quarterback right now. The reason why they're considered that they have a franchise quarterback is because their quarterback balled out last year or something along those lines. So that's why I'm saying, like, if he balls out and along those lines as of a franchise quarterback, numbers, then why give up on that after 1 year if you already seen improvement?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I agree with Gabe. Yeah.
I do. I see what both of you guys are saying, but also at the same time, you look at Green Bay, you look at some of these franchises that have a lot of fucking withstanding stuff. Look at the shit that happened with Tom Brady and the Patriots, right? Tom Brady, they didn't have really nobody there develop under Tom Brady. The closest one that did was fucking Garoppolo. Garoppolo turned around and went,
"Ship that motherfucker out." As fast as when he actually spoke up. Because did you see how fast they shipped that motherfucker out?
Yeah, they shipped him quick, right? And then he kind of was sitting there. If you would have spent another fucking year under Brady and stuff like that, got healed up and stuff like, and stayed fucking clear, bro, you never know where Garoppolo could have went. But he got shipped out really, really quick, and they were talking this shit about they were going to get rid of Brady or who and whatever. Not Brady would have went to the Niners. That would have been a whole other fucking thing. I would have been happy about that. But yeah, but what I'm saying, what's that?
I wouldn't even compare to him because those guys are great quarterbacks, and because I was gonna make a point is like those guys never got. Like, I understand people are gonna bring up the fact that, look, even the Packers fucking signed somebody when they had Rodgers, or they drafted somebody when they had Rodgers, and Love, or this and that when they had this guy. But the thing is, those guys didn't get drafted until those quarterbacks were well into their careers, a decade in. They didn't get a guy to back them, like a guy drafted in the first round or another quarterback drafted until a decade into their career. So you know what I mean? It's like, obviously at that point you're going to need it. So like, if you're drafting a guy for Minshew after he balls out, that means that's literally pretty much saying like, oh, you're young, but you know what? You're still not the guy. So like, let's just draft another guy. So I wouldn't draft another guy at that point. Like if he balls out, I just think that like if he balls out, he's still young. Minshew's still young.
Yeah, I'm saying he should be. He better be good because he sat for 4 years. He better developed. He better have developed underneath Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? He was there he was behind him that long.
Because like say like somebody his age, who's somebody like Minshew's age, right? Hasn't balled out that much, but you don't see them drafting a quarterback because they believe in him now. Like, so okay, like this way. You've seen, I'll compare it to this. Goff was traded to the Lions, right? Because he was believed that like he couldn't pass that hump with because they needed a quarterback to actually push them forward to get that Super Bowl. Right, so like a lot of people were writing off Goff already. So I think his last year was what I would compare balling out to. So like if Minshew has a comparable year to what Goff had last year, that's what I mean by balling out. So you don't see the Lions going to go draft a quarterback after Goff has a great year like that. You know what I mean? So like that's what I'm trying to compare it to. Where like, if Minshew were to have a year comparable to what Goff had last year, why would you draft a quarterback? You know what I mean?
There's another
and that's what I mean by balling out.
Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's 30.
Or even Baker. You see them reward him after balling. You know what I mean? Like Baker Mayfield after balling out last year, which some people will still say he sucks, but he balled out. And he got rewarded for it. You know what I mean? As a franchise guy. That's why I'm saying you didn't see the Buccaneers go and go draft the guy this year. Because he balled out. And that's what I mean by like if he balls out. Like I would just put at least give him that one other year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some of these quarterbacks,
he's so inconsistent, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, but see, check this out. So, shout out John 7th Studios. He says, daily reminder, ARC is 25, already going to be turning 6. September 1st, heading into a second year. Gardner Minshew is going to be 28. It's going into the 6th year. This is his ceiling. So, like, some of these quarterbacks, man, as long as they stay healthy, good offensive line or whatever, and they're doing what they're doing, guess what's going to happen? These guys are going to turn around and be lasting to 35. 38 years old. You know what I mean?
But what is the ceiling though? Like okay, heading into his 6th season, this is his ceiling. So what is that ceiling? Because last year he had a banged up team and he was on the verge of the playoffs. So like if you put it in that case, if that's his ceiling and you give him better players, like I don't know, man. I don't really think he's hit his ceiling because I think he's had. If you would have had just more faith in him, and from the first, because his first season he was 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
That's good.
He's never thrown over 10 interceptions.
He hasn't even started his prime yet. He's barely beginning his. He barely getting a real legit shot with weapons. You know what I mean? To on this team to show what he got.
Yeah,
and Hendon Hooker, they're already trying to. They drafted him last year before Jared Goff balled out,
and Jared Goff got busy.
Now they're trying to trade Hendon Hooker. That was some of the talk in the offseason.
I'll take him.
I'll take him.
But see, that's the thing. Like, so say if you pick up a guy like that,
that's what a one season of balling out I think could do, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's what one season of balling out can do. Like, a guy that they drafted supposedly to compete with Goff in Hendon Hooker, they're already like saying, okay, Goff showed enough, so we probably could even trade this guy.
Yeah.
Andy O'Connell for Hendon Hooker. What's up?
That would work because they play almost very, very similar. And then Andy O'Connell would just kind of go back to the East Coast, whatever or not.
Similar. Andy Hooker can run, bro.
No, you're talking about Goff and Aiden.
Oh, Goff. I'll take Goff on the Raiders. I'll take Goff on the Raiders quick.
No, he's talking about like if you were to like trade places, Hendon Hooker with AOC, you have a guy more similar to AOC in to back up Goff, and then you have a guy more similar to Minshew to back up. I mean, you might have a more like with Hooker. You know what I mean? You have a guy more similar to.
Doesn't that fit? Yes, it does.
Okay.
Or DTR too. Cats, you've been saying some crazy shit, but hey, I wouldn't like. I'm sorry. I know I've been saying Tyree. I've been bigging up Tyree and
just
shit.
Watch it, bro. Just watch it. Just watch it.
I wouldn't mind that shit. I hate UCLA, but DTR, I don't know, man. He couldn't. That's why I'm saying right situations for right players. DTR can ball, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean,
did he beat USC?
I think so. I think he beat him once.
Sign him up. Sign his ass up right now.
He beat him 1 year.
He said, "Sign him up right now." No, but Jonathan Seven saying right here is AOC ceiling. He does not have the physical tools to be started quarterback in the NFL. No time to develop on his first contract. Marcus Red said, "Thank you, Gabe. Mayfield is a perfect example. If you think Minshew clicks with DA and puts Evans' numbers up better than with TB, along with Myers and tight ends, he has a solid red zone. We can do well. Yeah, and that's what we're looking at, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking Tubby, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you have a good one.
Glad that somebody brings up the red zone. First time on a live that somebody's brought up red zone.
Also, Evil says, "Oh, that's so different."
That I can remember.
He said that I can remember.
That's more than, dude. If you have 17,000 yards in one season, but if you don't score in the red zone, you ain't worth the shit.
Yeah,
you ain't worth the shit.
Yeah.
To me, you're right.
There's the anomaly of where Rich Gannon kind of in the midst. You think of Jim Plunkett too, because Plunkett was the number 1 draft pick through the Patriots, I believe, and really didn't do nothing, and then came to the Raiders and then came into his own. You look at Rich Gannon doing the same thing. You see these guys that are pretty much backups, because I mean, if you really break it down, Gannon was a fucking lifetime backup. That's what he was. And he came in, started doing his thing, you know, played scrappy, played a little wild, moved, used his legs. You know, Gardner uses his legs. He's smart. You know what I mean?
Who's that remind you of, Lo? Who's that remind you of?
Me? You know what I mean? Using my legs and being smart about there. You know what I'm saying? Playing a little wild.
That plays on the Raiders.
Kind of wild. Ran down by the river.
With legs.
With legs. I got legs, bro.
You pull it. You take one little. You do it. You get the ball underneath center. You just pull a hammy, you do just for bending down.
Bro, thinking about it, man, my back already hurts. But no, I'm just talking shit. Who are you talking about? Who you talking about?
Fucking low, man.
You just try to do a seven-step drop. You go, eat, guy, and then you'll fart at the head and have a heart attack.
Nah, you're talking about Gardner. I'm saying, yeah, he has a lot of Gannon tendencies, I guess you would say.
Just let the dude play, bro.
That's why, and that's the reason.
Roll with them.
Because that's the reason why I compare him. Like, obviously, Myers and Da are not Jerry Rice and Tim Brown, but they're 2 good receivers, right? We got 2 good tight ends. I think we have a good offensive line, to be honest. Like, I don't know what makes, like, I just think the Colton Miller coming back, dog, and then, like, I know he's barely coming back, but just when you hear AP talk about him, saying that he was here all training camp, you know, helping out the offensive line, all the, you know, with everything else, and it was a shoulder injury, so, you know, he kept his cardio up type shit, dog. So I just think these next 3 weeks, getting him into like football shape and shit like that, dog, and I just think that he's one player that I trust into coming in like that, and I think he's going to solidify that offensive line. Where
turkey.
I could see Minshew having a very big year, dog, to where a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh shit, dog! This is why they picked him. This is the reason. This is what they saw in him. You know what I mean? Like, this is what they saw in him, and this is what a player like that can do when you put weapons around him."
It's gonna take one game for Lowe to change his mind on Minshew.
No, listen. I mentioned Minshew a long time ago. So why don't we pick up a Minshew and da. When I said that, you guys Minshew, both of you guys looked at me like I was crazy, like saying that I can't score. You know what I mean, in the end zone. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Like, I can run. You know what I mean? But
I'm not saying that. I'm saying change your mind about Minshew. Because you was an OC guy, kind of, you know, and then all of us wavered. At the end, I said AOC was going to get the job for other reasons. It wasn't going to be because his attributes as quarterback. It was going to be because AP promised that this told us.
One thing we can get that guarantee for this show, right, Gravy? That we'll criticize him though if he plays like shit.
Yeah.
Oh, look it. I'm not expecting him to be
We have to.
You know, I'm not expecting this guy to be fucking, you know, like 25 for 29 and fucking 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and you know what I mean.
You never know.
You know what? I'm not saying that he doesn't have games like that. You know what I mean? But I'm liking the direction that we're gonna go, because the simple fact is we're gonna have a quarterback that is not necessarily a mobile quarterback, but uses his legs. He got a decent arm. You know what I mean? He can make some good play calls. We got a good running game. Cole Miller's coming back. JPJ apparently is coming back as well. Bro, I'm not mad at the situation. I'm actually excited. You know what I mean? I was kind of like looking along the more of the lines when I was watching the Rush podcast, the way Aiden talks, the way Gardner talks, right? Gardner was one of the first fucking people that Max brought in, and he was talking shit to him the whole game. So that kind of player, stuff like that kind of I guess you would say moxie that he has and stuff like that. You can tell that he's a guy's guy. You know what I mean? He wants to go out there and win some fucking games. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? He just wants to go fucking do his thing. You know what I mean? So
Give me that
I'm
shit.
down with
Give me
them.
that
I'm
shit.
down with them. You know what I mean? But see, like there was one thing that really, really caught my eye about him because Aiden, I said this about Aiden. Aiden is too much. Yeah, if this ain't here, like too analytical, thinking too much. You know what I mean? Young man thinking too much. You know what I mean? Not just letting go. Gardner was kind of sitting back like, yeah, bro, you know what it is? He goes, no, but when they asked him some football question, he kind of stood up and be like, well, no, because this, that, and the third, you can tell that he knows and he gets focused in really, really well. So I just don't want him to lose that focus. You know what I mean? That swagger. You know, if he can find those two together and just do his and just run his game, bro, he's gonna be straight, bro. We're gonna be good, man. I'm gonna eat his lunch. If we lose, I'm eating everybody's lunch. You know what I'm saying? And if we win, I'm eating everybody's lunch. I'm just a fat guy. I just do that.
Boy,
I'm a big boy. Hey,
Did you guys see how happy AP was when he said that Miller was coming back, bro? He had a grin on his face.
Who?
AP. He's so freaking happy he got Miller back.
Oh yeah.
You know, the JPJ, he's keeping more standoffish because he ain't got no work, dude. He's a rookie, so expect him not to get in a lot. Expect your incognito 2.0 isn't going to be there, and I think Whitehair did an admirable job these two games right here, and I don't think he's going to fall off. He's not going to give that job up to no rookie.
Hey, but I think they did like in yesterday or today. I don't know. It was yesterday's a press conference with AP when they asked him though, and they asked him that question again about game one and Jackson Powers Johnson. He switched it up a little bit. Yeah, like now it's a maybe. You know what I mean? Like before it was like, nah. Like will he start game one? Probably not. Like, you know what I mean? Now it's like a maybe. So it's like, who knows?
Well, he's seen shit that we haven't, Gabe. So this guy, he knows the footwork. You know, he knows what this guy's how he had advanced in the NFL game. You know, we seen Whitehair go against other dudes, which I thought he was impressive. You know, I've never seen Whitehair before. He was in Chicago, and I didn't give a shit. Yeah. But what I seen from him, you know, these two last games, he's doing a good job. He's doing a great job. And then to take that away from a veteran is going to be pretty tough.
Sure.
To do for
but it will be a good sign. I think it'd be a great fucking sign though. If he does get that nod by game one, it's that he really is coming along. You know what I mean? Because I really do think that they're not going to put him out there unless he's ready. So if he does take that job by game one, that's going to have me real excited for this offensive line, dog.
Yeah. Well, then we'd be fully loaded. And now the cohesion with Whitehair is there with the other guys, with the four other, with James, Parham, and Mumford. That cohesion with Whitehair is there. I wouldn't mess with that. I wouldn't steal Miller because he knows, and then I think that would be if you throw a rookie in there that hasn't played that much, and coming off a concussion or whatever have you, there's been a bunch of injuries this kid had already. But if I would rather leave, the safe bet would leave Whitehair in there,
yeah,
and then
for sure,
in there. Because the cohesiveness has already started with those four guys. And then you just add Miller, and all pro knows what he's doing, knows what to do. And I think the confidence, because what Miller does, Gabe, and I don't know if you've seen it, and I'm pretty sure you have, and I've told Lo this too, that Miller will kind of not do what he's supposed to do on the outside and help out the guard if he's in trouble. You know, that's what he did with Parham last year when Parham was playing on the left. And then when he got blown up into what game was that where somebody threw a pick, or Aiden threw a pick at the end of the game, and we ended up losing that game because he got blown up or whatever. But Miller was part of that because he didn't do his job and just left that, if he just would have left that guard alone, he would have got blown up still, but he overcompensates for the guard. He won't have to do that with Whitehair. He won't have to help Whitehair as much as he would JPJ.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Like I do think that it's Whitehair's job right now, but that's why I'm saying like I will have a lot of confidence because I do think that they feel the same way. Like they believe in like that's why I think they chose Minshew, and because of the experience level, and I think that's one of the reasons why they would want to go with Whitehair because of the experience level and shit like that. But in the same breath, that's why I say if they want that because they feel comfortable with that. But if that's why I'm saying like I will feel comfortable with them if they make that decision for JPJ to go in their game one, that means that he's made strides. You know what I mean? In these fucking 3 weeks and a little bit of change. You know what I mean? So like I will say like, okay, fucking, and that means he's fucking ready.
Minshew's gonna be back there saying, "Oh shit, there's a rookie right here." You know, every quarterback does that. Just like if you're in high school, he goes, "Well, there's a freaking freshman right there." You know what I mean? And you're playing varsity. You know that guard's a freshman. You know what I mean? He ain't mature enough. But in that type of high school ball, but in the pros, if you're a rookie, you're considered like a freshman. You know, you don't know everything. You don't know the ins and outs and the tricks, and maybe he has them. You know, I know the dude's a damn good football player. So, you know, can he take Whitehair? But to start the season right now, you gotta need Whitehair in there for the cohesion for sure right now because they're all together.
No, I agree.
If it changes, it changes. It's called gravy and dumb fuck. I don't know.
I won't do that.
No, it's not. I think it's not that you would be a dumb fuck. It's just that Powers would be playing like he was projected to be playing. Be a first round pick, like you know, he was projected on some boards.
Exactly. Shout out to the 73 watching, man. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, but
tell your friends, hit the like button on all three of us and see what's up.
Yeah. So Gravy, the 73 people that are in here, tomorrow Gravy will be doing a live play-by-play here on, it's going to be Stogies with Gravy, but it's also going to be right here. We're going to be streaming it on this channel and also his. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Hit that, I don't know if Gravy's going to have guests or anything like that. I will be at work, so I'm not sure if Gabe's going to be able to make it. But I know
play-by-play last play-by-play it lasted freaking 7 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, Gravy went in, man. He did his thing. So
I don't know what game I was watching that last 7 hours.
But yeah, so he's going to be here tomorrow at like 7 o'clock, man.
I'm taking out tomorrow morning. I'll be gone all weekend. But
maybe Mike G might want to join me, man. Maybe Mike G. I can use his insight. Mike G, you want to come on tomorrow?
I'll pop up. I might show up to the live just on Sunday night for a couple minutes anyway, just to like show up because I did get the fucking premium Wi-Fi on that motherfucker. I made sure of that shit.
I don't want to see all that tropical good weather shit. They'll 60 degrees. I want to see all that, man. It'll get me mad, bro. It's 100 degrees out here, and you're over there chilling. On the dock of a boat, bro. On the dock of a boat, chilling. Got all them dolphins. Going wink, 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 wink. Gabe, like that. Take that little waterproof camera, bro. Go snorkeling and shit. Good.
Easy. Go snorkeling.
I don't jump in water, bro. I don't like water. That's why I don't jump on a boat.
Yeah. What's Gravy's channel? I'll bring it up for you right now, brother. I'll bring it up for you right now.
Who's asking? Dixon, you better sub, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be on both
give
channels.
Me my money. This fool fucking that Raider.
Yeah. Let's see real quick. I'm pulling it up.
Nah, but Whitehair. I hope he steps it up too because he did lose his spot last year. You know what I mean, in Chicago. So he better play better than that. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's been getting some good, people have been talking him up. You know what I mean, during this training camp because his familiarity with the offense and all of that shit. So hopefully that plays well into the season because. And just let you know, hopefully it was all just a situation type thing in Chicago, and you know what I mean. Sometimes people just need a fucking fresh start. So hopefully that it was that, because you know that was one problem that we did have last year. You know what I mean. We don't want to see that shit to continue. You know what I mean. That pressure up the middle. You know what I mean. Where you know you got guys like we hope to. I hope the hell you know James has worked on that shit. Hopefully too. You know what I mean, because obviously you know I think. He played better than a lot of people, you know, would give him credit for. You know what I mean? Because stats would probably say that, but it's just you got to hold your own, especially when you play 2 times a year against one of the best tackles, one of the best defensive tackles in the game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
you guys ready? You guys ready to get out of here?
No, let me say one more thing. Raider Nation Fantasy Draft is September 2nd at 5 p.m. That's on Monday. It's been set. It's been set 2 weeks ago. So if you guys are on the Raider Nation Live Fantasy, before that date, before we draft, the fee is due. You guys still have a bunch of time. I expect a lot of you to do it a couple of days before.
What is it? September what? 2nd?
Yeah.
2nd.
And this is what I was
Labor Day, right? Labor Day.
Yeah. So this is what I was telling Gravy too as well, man. If you guys do not have all, because we're all a part of this, right? Gravy's running it, whatever else, the Raider Nation Live. If you do not, and I'm saying it live, if you do not have that money in there, and if all the money ain't in there, it's just everyone's gonna get their money back, and we're just gonna play the game.
So the thing is that if it's like 1 or 2 people, there's people that, or like there's a couple of people that want spots in there. So like if you can't. Let us know in the chat.
Let Gravy know.
In the chat, like right now.
And don't bug. I want to tell you guys, don't bug Low on it. Don't bug Gabe on it.
No, it's not that. It's Gravy's thing. It's Gravy's thing.
The sooner the better. If you can't make it, if you're not gonna be able to make it by draft day, you know what I mean. The first whatever, it's cool. You know what I mean. Just hit Gravy up. It's how we can, and then because there is a couple other people who. You know what I mean? Do want to join the league? You know what I mean? They just didn't have a chance because, you know what I mean? There's a spots are they're filled. So
yeah,
but yeah, for sure, man. If you can't, no worries.
Yeah, we're not
obligated. You're not obligated. You just said that you would do it, but let us know. Don't let us know like the day of. A couple of days before, say, man, I ain't got it. I understand, bro. I understand it's tight right now, and. You just committed, you asked for the commitments to fill the spots. And then, things happen. We understand that. It happens all the time. But, the Holler Squad one is, when is Holler Squad? Holler Squad is September 1st, the day before that at 4.
No, that's fine. Leo, that's fine. If you pay at the last second, that's fine. As long as you're not going to back out at the last second, that's fine.
So you telling me you do all them commercials and shows, bro? Chris ain't kicking you down, bro. You got thousands of bucks in there, man. Come on.
Thousands.
All the comedy shows, bro. Just ask MC Raider, bro. He got
money.
MC Raider got dough.
Well, shit, guys, we're going to get out of here. Tomorrow. Gravy will be doing a live play-by-play, man. I'm hooking up the thumbnail for him right now, and it'll be on Stogies with Gravy. And, it'll be primarily on Gravy's channel, but also be streaming on this channel. So, man, make sure you guys go over there. I already put Gravy's link in the chat real quick. I'm going to put it in again right there, man. You can head over there, go subscribe to him. And then Raider Gabe's going to be doing, when we start doing the pick'ems, he's going to have the smoke out on Wednesdays. So, man, make sure you guys stick up for that.
Yeah.
That's going to shake
We're going to have a pick'ems.
And then you know what? So, to be honest, it's going to come close. I think I'm getting into that point to where it's like starting to get cold a little bit. Starting to get that little feeling in my stomach. It might be
cold.
So, yeah, it's starting to get cool. Like, I can't smoke in the heat, bro. So,
but Monday is going to be 102.
I said it's starting to. I didn't say it was, Gravy. Listen to my words. What I'm saying. I said it started to. When the smoke out comes, the season's gonna be started. I might be smoking.
Man,
Oh,
all that
so
heat
you
out, all
always-
that tea. I checked the weather.
It's
All that
always
tea's gonna be
cold.
like-
It's always cold.
It's gonna be like
area where
60.
you're working
It's
at.
gonna be like
Out there in the
65 at
heat.
nighttime. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, see, that's what's up.
It's nice right now. It's 80. It's 80, probably 70 something right now.
Yeah, 70 something right now. I got the doors open and
All that
everything.
tea is gonna be like 65. I'm gonna have my fucking. It's gonna be nice to wear like a windbreaker and shit. Like, damn, all right.
Beach
But
on the beach on the boat, bro. It's gonna be chilling right there.
Oh, during the day, yeah.
With your Crocs on, bro.
Yeah. Well, shit, man, we're gonna get out of here, man. Thank you guys for
Yeah,
coming, man.
What do they call those things you put in the holes? What do you call those little things? You
No,
put in the
these are
holes?
Croc slides. These are Croc slides.
But what's them little toys?
You
They
haven't
put
seen
inside the little-
You haven't seen the Croc slides? They're
wearing them right
fucking
now?
comfortable, dog. They're comfortable as fuck, dog. No, I'm not wearing them
They don't
right
have
now.
the, they don't have
Already
the back
packed up.
piece.
They're already packed up for the fucking day.
Nah, bro, see, I knew you had that shit.
No, but they're Croc slides. They're chill,
Bro
dog.
has a couple of pairs of Crocs, bro. You got lime green. You got the black with the little Raider
Nah.
toy.
But hey,
You got
dog,
a COD. You got COD
Tomorrow,
model.
Grady? I'll probably show up too for a couple minutes too, right there, just to show. Just to
That'd be
show
great,
what's
bro.
up, dog.
As long as I
Probably
ain't by
fucking-
myself.
That's probably the only way I'm gonna be able to know how the game's going, because I'm probably not gonna be showing the TV like they're probably not gonna be showing the game on the boat because probably other shit going on. But like that's probably the way I'm gonna fucking keep up with the game.
I'm gonna do the best I can to keep you informed and entertained, bro. I'll do the best
Sure.
I can, bro.
All right, man. Well, you guys have a great night, man. Tune in tomorrow to Gravy's channel. It's right, going to be right. It's right there. It'll be on this channel as well. It's going to be Stogies with Gravy, play by play. You know, with featuring, I guess.
Man, I'm gonna have
Gravy.
to eat dinner early, bro. I have to eat dinner early then.
Well, Gravy, you're the perfect man to do that. So just eat while you're doing it, bro.
Oh, I
You
go
can
out
have
to eat every
or
Friday,
you
bro. It's chow time, bro.
can- Okay, well,
It's
yeah.
my cheat day.
Now time.
Well,
It's my
shit.
cheat day, bro.
Order in. Make sure it's there when we get there, bro. And then, so you know what I mean. Get into it.
Hey, I'm gonna be fucked up this
Steak
weekend.
and scrimps. Steak and scrimps, bro.
Steak and scrimps. All right. Well, shit, man. We're about to get out of here, man. Like we tell you guys around these parts, man. Be thankful for what you do got, what you don't. Don't drink and drive. And on 3, man, how we always end it, man. On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders! All right, man. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you guys Sunday too, and
Boats and
tomorrow.
hoes. Boats
Good
and
weekend.
hoes.
Peace.